Hi everybody, it's Claire back with another art journal video, but this one is a design team project for Artstacks. Now I know that lots of you have discovered Artstacks like me and are enjoying playing with their packs of downloads, and you can actually buy the physical packs as well. So this pack is from Lisa Oxley, an amazing Australian artist, and it's called Floral Fetish. So this piece that I'm sticking onto this large size 10 Dina Wakley tag is a piece of, it's almost like fabric canvas, which has got these lovely floral designs printed onto them. So I'm sticking this onto the tag using some of Dina Wakley's ultra thick gel medium, just to help that stick down really well. And then that's going to be the starting point for my tag. Just trimming it to shape. So kind of putting that on there to start off with gives me a bit of a kind of springboard really to leap off with the rest of my design on there. So then this is a piece of cardstock that comes in the pack and I'm just going to be selecting some flowers from this that I can cut out, and I'm going to stick them on individually just to create that kind of really nice floral pattern on there. So next I'm just using a text stamp. I think this is a Tim Holtz one, and I'm using some heat embossing ink to emboss some of that onto my tag. So I want to create a resist effect. Then I'm just using some clear embossing powder over the top. I'm going to heat set that, and then that gives me some interest on the background. And the reason I've done it like this is because I don't want to detract from the images that I'm putting on there from the Artstacks pack, the Floral Fetish pack, but I want some interest in the background, and this is a great way to do that. So when I add some Lindy's powders over the top of it, it'll create that resist effect, so I get that text in the background without having to use any colour at the moment. It also means that I can kind of start to build the layers of interest in the tag, and you know, I can come in later if I want to with more colour or black or I don't know, other inks maybe, but it means I'm not committing to anything kind of too dark and too contrasting at the moment. So I'm kind of wanting to play with the really pale pastel colours that are there already, and building up the layers. So I'm using a variety of Lindy's here. I've used a really nice pinky colour, and then this is a pretty sort of like almost like I'm going to call it like a juicy orange colour it is. And just using that to kind of just kind of enrich in some of those pink areas. That wasn't a word, but anyway, never mind. And I'm adding that in, and I'm using a water brush to apply these Lindy's powders. So I'm almost using them like a watercolour. Then I'm just going to audition those pieces on the tag and just kind of work out where they're going to go, and if I need to cut out any more before I commit to sticking them down. So this piece of canvas that's on there has already got some lovely floral designs on there, and they're so subtle and really pretty. So I'm kind of selecting things that are going to work with what's there already, and just keep this really nice and tonal and not too jarring and contrasting. I'm not really going for that effect here. And you can see how versatile these Artstacks packs actually are. You know, you don't have to use the pieces as whole pieces. You can cut into them and select bits from them. So they really are a great way to get started into sort of creating journal pages or even scrapbooking. They would work quite well for that too. So now you can see I'm just playing around with where those flowers are going to go. And quite often when I've done this and I've decided where they are going to stay, I will then take a photo before I take them off and start to glue them down, because I have found it's very frustrating. You spend time trying to work out where everything needs to go and then you move it to glue it down and it's like, oh. So take a picture before you move the pieces to stick them in place, and then that way you can refer to that for where you decided they were going to work best. So I think I'm quite happy with that. That's quite pretty. And then before I stick them in place, I am just going in with a little bit of black archival ink and just stamping those little bits of text onto the page, the tag rather. And then because I'm lazy sometimes, I'm just priming my Posca pen so I can add some black splatters as well before I stick the flowers on. So I'm kind of getting that background to a point where I'm happy with it and I feel like it's finished before I add on the flowers. So you can see there I've got my photo on the left so I can remember where everything is going to go, and then I'm going to stick those pieces down. So I'm really sorry about the bit of sun that's reflecting off the mat. It's a little bit of a pain at this time in the year. It's gone a bit lower in the sky and it starts to shine on my desk, so apologies about that. But yeah, taking a picture of what you're doing once you've decided where you want your bits to go is really, really helpful, because then that way you haven't wasted your time deciding where your pieces need to be. And I'm using a fine tip applicator bottle with a little bit of clear glue in it just to stick these in place. This is a really great glue. It's called Collage, and COLLAL, and it's a really strong glue. It's fabulous. Things that I've stuck down with this have not lifted at all, and they stick quite quickly too. So just sticking in the final little bits. Okay, now this is a sheet of text from Tracy Verdugo's Love Lives Here. I'm just going to select one of these quotes to go onto my tag, and now that sun really is in the way. Be gentle with yourself. I'm going to stick that on there. I've also done like I've sewn round the edge on my sewing machine. I was going to say I've drawn a border, but I haven't. I've sewn on my sewing machine, just to kind of frame the tag as well. So I'm just going to stick the quote in place. And then I'm just going to outline those words just to help them stand out a little bit from the background. And a little bit of ribbon through the top of the tag too. And then that is pretty much finished. So really easy to create using these Artstacks packs of collage papers. You get such a lovely combination of pieces in there. It's so easy to use. So thanks for watching. I hope you found some inspiration. Head over to the Artstacks website and have a look what they've got. And I hope to see you again soon.